Alright, let's move to the next one. This is again a brilliant application. So this kind of data is going to be coming in very frequently, where the problem is it's very similar to the previous data that I had discussed, but the problem over here is that at times we have the data with merge and center done, where these two are January columns and actual hours and actual cost is given, then you have the February column and then your actual hours and actual cost is given, and I could have had more columns and all moving forward. So now what I want is, again I want to get it in the same format as before. So again I want to get the data in the same format as before. How do I go about it? How do I get that same table? Because in Excel you will not be able to put the January and the February and all easily. And what if you have thousands and thousands and lakhs of lines of data and hundreds of columns on this side? It becomes a very, very tedious process. So how do we do that? First of all, let me just check. Yes, it is in a table format. Project 2 is the name of the table. So I'll go to my Power BI. Sorry. You guys also upload your data, go to edit query. That much you can do. Sorry. Get data, Excel, pivot unpivot. Project 2 is the table name, we just checked. Get this data and go to edit queries. Do that much. Alright, everybody with me? Now basically once I have this whole thing, so I have this entire table, I need to go to the project 2. My project is also there since my Power BI window was open and I was working on the previous file. I'll go to the project 2 column. Now the problem over here, if you guys notice, your column headers are not appearing. It's showing column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and then you have a null. And then you have the project code, project name. Why is that happening? Because if you guys remember, we had the January showing over here, then there was a space, then there was a February, then there was a space, and therefore this is a column. So first of all, my Excel or my Power BI table does not even know what are the column headers. So that is a little bit of a problem over here. So I need to rectify this first. Be very attentive. So what I do is, in the transform option, I have the transpose option over here. In the transform tab, I have the transpose option over here. The moment I click on transpose, the entire table gets transposed. Exactly the same transpose function which used to happen in your Excel. So the rows become the column headers become row headers, the row headers become column headers. It's as simple as that. So all I did was, I did a transpose function, right? Now let me run this thing entirely myself, and then you guys do it with me, right? So now, okay, anyways, so now what we are going to do is, after this transpose has happened, what I'm going to do is, there is an option called fill in the transform tab, fill down. Now what happens in fill down is, basically if you guys have studied Excel with me earlier, you would know there used to be this file where you used to select the data with Control G, go to special, then blanks, and then equal to upar wala cell, equal to the cell above, and Control Enter, and then we used to get that Tulsa North and that file. For those who've done Excel with me, even if you've not done Excel, it's fine. So basically what happens is that if there is a January over here, now there is a blank over here, January will get filled down. So whatever blanks are there, it will take on the values which is above it. This also becomes a very useful property, because without the columns filled up properly, you cannot run any pivots, or even sorting you would not be able to do, right? So what I'm going to do is fill down. The moment I do that, you see there was a null over here, so that takes on the value above it. Why are these all null over here? Because there was no value above it, so there was nothing that you could have filled down. So basically you're doing a Control D, but it's not like a full Control D, it's like Control D in all the blank spaces. So every blank cell gets the value above its cell. That is what is happening when we do the fill the cell up part, right? So fill the cell down, sorry. Now what we are going to do is, we need to merge this column and this column together. I know it's a little tedious, just observe, and then I'll show you how to go about it. So I'm going to be merging these two cells, these two columns together, merge columns. The moment I do merge, okay, there is a separator, I can have none separator, I can do a space also. I'll probably do a space, let's say, and I'll have the new column merged. So basically there is this merged column over here, if you notice. So merged. Now you can of course rename this one if you want to. You can of course rename this column if you want to. I'm not renaming it right now. Let me see how to go about it. So now in the merged column, what I have is, basically what I've done, if you notice, is I've just combine the January actual hours, January actual dollar, February actual hours, February actual dollars. Let me show it to you in Excel. So basically what I've done is I've removed this particular row and I've combined these two rows together. The blanks are gone. Jan actual hours, Jan actual dollar, Feb actual hours, Feb actual dollar. So first of all, this basically what would have been a control R and control R. So Jan got filled up here, Feb got filled up here, and then Jan got concatenated here, Jan got concatenated here, Feb got concatenated here, Feb got concatenated here. So I have a single header column, because till now I was not even having a header column right now. Until now I was not even having a header column. Once my header column is ready, then what I can do is I can do the transpose. So now I have the project code, project name, task name, etc. And now you have the Jan actual hours, Feb actual hours, but there is still a problem because these are not acting as a heading. There is still the headings are column 1, 2, column 3, 4, 5, 6 and etc. I need these, the project code, the first row to be my column headers. I want the first row to be my column headers. So use the first row as headers. There is an option. The moment I do that, project code, project name, etc. becomes the headers. And then what you need to do is see Jan actual hours, Jan actual dollar, Feb actual hours, Feb actual dollars. Now I think now this file becomes in the same position like the previous file and the same series of steps will follow. Are you understanding? I've brought this file to the same level as the previous file we had just done. And now this is again going to be the same process which we'll do. And I wanted to do this so as to get a little bit of practice, right? So now let me, do you want to do it yourself, experiment yourself first, and then do I show the whole process together with you guys, or you want me to run through the entire thing myself? Okay, try. I'll pause the class, I'll give you a minute. Alright, I'll repeat these steps. From this onwards, I'll repeat it later. Let's do it once together. I know it could be a lot of steps, a lot of things that we're doing. So let me just, if you've not been able to try yourself, not a problem. So let me just start again. So do I have those tables here? Okay, this is, okay. So I'll work with project 2. So with project 2, I'll go to edit queries. I've already got the data uploaded, the data loaded basically, and I can go to the edit query part. Now in the edit query, in the project 2 basically, sorry, so please don't make that mistake, you know, project was the previous file we were working on, project 2 is a new file. And if you notice over here, okay, I think this is the corrected file. Let me close this, sorry, my mistake. I want to actually start from the top. Sorry, it's taking a while. So again, we are going to do our get data Excel. In the pivot unpivot, we need the project 2 table. So we'll just load that data again. Once it's loaded, I'm going to go to edit queries as we always do. See, just the way you started loving the pivots part of Excel, you'll start enjoying Power BI and you'll see how much advanced it is taking and how intelligent it is. We'll see in a couple of files later where, you know, you can make a range, or when you can fill a couple of cells in a column, the rest of the columns will automatically take, even if you're not putting a if formula and all that. So just like, say for example, in one, there is written like, say for example, 1 dot balance sheet, 2 dot profit and loss. If in one column I'll create a new column and I'll write a balance sheet and then a profit and loss, all the other cells will automatically remove the numbers and automatically give you the typed version. So it is that intelligent where it can understand what exactly you're trying to do. So all those things can be done. Excel, you'll have to use a concatenate or this thing and all, flash fill. Anyways, so basically over here what we are doing is, we have already got the data. We need to go to edit queries, and in the edit queries we have project 2, and which is giving me these nulls over here, and column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a headings, and there is a February and null and January and null and all this. So it's creating a problem. I need my headers first. I need the column headings properly. So what I'll do is, in order to make it easy, I'll go to transform and go to the make it transpose. Now doing this transpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these two columns together. My objective over here is Control and merge to. You cannot highlight it the way we do in Excel by just clicking and dragging over there. So I'm going to be selecting these two, and I need to, sorry, there's another problem, sorry, I forgot that step, that there is a null over here. When I want to merge, this has to be Jan actual hours, Jan actual dollars. This has to be Feb actual hours and Feb actual dollars. So first of all, I need to make sure that Jan is filled below Jan and Feb is filled below Feb. So the first step I needed to do was fill down. Once I do that, there is all the blank cells are getting the value from the cell above it. These are null over here because there was nothing in the cells above it at all. Once we are done with this, Control and we select both the columns, and I'm going to be do a right click and I'm going to merge the columns together. And separator, maybe I'll merge with a space, let's say I don't want to merge it otherwise, and let's say I can have the new column name anything, or it's merge and it's okay. Sorry, I clicked on escape, merge columns with a space, let's say, and merge, let it be merged, not a problem. Because I'm anyways not going to use it, I'm going to be transforming it and all, transposing it and all later on. Once I do this, you would see the merged column is having Jan actual hours, Jan actual dollars, and there was blank over here, so it didn't matter. But then you have these extra spaces over here. And if I'm not a little too happy with that, I am going to again do the merge step. I just cancel my merge step over here, merge columns, and I'll not add a space, let it not be space. So Jan actual hours and Jan actual dollars, Jan and actual is combined now, there is no space. I've just merged these two columns. The moment I do this, I'll again transpose it to have the project name, code and all at the top over here. But still there is a problem, because there is this January, Jan actual dollars, Feb actual dollars. But then again, I need to split the month and row, we'll get to that. But still, these have not become the header row. So I need to ask, in the transform tab, we have the option of use first row as headers. The moment I click that, the first row becomes my headers. Is everybody following this? And I've told you exactly what I've done till now. I have basically done this Jan, Feb, and combined, concatenated these two rows together to get a single header row. Once this is done, then the series of steps will be the same. So first of all, Jan actual, Feb actual, till here is okay. I'll give you a minute maybe. Transpose, we had those nulls, fill down, merge the two columns, and again transpose. And then make the column, make the first row as my header row. That's all I've done in so much time, correct? Now what I'm going to do is, I've selected all these four. This is a repetition of the previous file, so I'll go a little fast maybe. And I need to unpivot these columns, not the other columns. The moment I do that, I have the Jan actual hours, etc. I need to separate Jan, Feb from this. So I need to go to the home tab, wherein I have the split column option by specific number of characters, 3 characters, and once only on the left side, and OK. So I've got this. Now what I'm going to do is, the Jan Feb is fine. You can change the attribute 1 to month, and these two would need to be repivoted. So there is no repivot option or a pivot option in this drop down. We need to go to transform, pivot column, and what do we need to pivot? We need to pivot the value. So we need to select the values over here. Where is the value over here? And we will not do, we will not do a don't aggregate. Why is it not showing value here? Let me try with, no, sorry, 1 second. This column and this column, this column and this column, pivot column, value. 1 second, did I make this mistake? Yeah, basically the problem was I selected this column first and then this column. Therefore, when I click on pivot columns, the problem was that it was showing attribute column. So I was trying to pivot this. So this I was trying to make the header and put the values over here, which is incorrect. You need to select this column first, then this column, because this should become the new header. This should be the pivot headers, and these values should be coming in below this. Are you understanding this? So it's important in the order in which you are selecting the columns. So I select this column first, then this column. I go to pivot columns. That is why the value was not showing. And in the advanced option, I'll choose the don't aggregate so that there is no summation. So even if there are duplicate values, it will give me the answer in 2 different rows. So say for example, January actual and January cost for the same project, same manager is repeated twice, I'll take it twice. Right? I'm not looking at the duplicacies and all that check right now. Don't aggregate, just give me the values as it is. And I click on OK, and actual hours, actual dollars are split into two different columns. So it's again pivoted. Tell me, is this comfortable till here? Are you understanding how much of hard work we have to do in Excel in order to transform this kind of a data? And the volume of data we work with, the number of columns we work with. Your effort with lakhs of data is also going to be the same. And with more number of months in all those columns, it's going to be the same effort that you'll have to do. You don't have to repeat this for every single column. All you have to do is, you have to select like 12 columns or 24 columns at a stretch. That's all you'll have to do. Tell me, are we good till here? Then we move to the next sheet, which is going to be even more brilliant. Are you understanding the amount of work we can do? And I don't know, it was a little difficult for me to imagine that we can go beyond Excel also. But you know, the way we are working with the data. When you work with data in the office, you know, you understand how frustrating it becomes in order to, when you're not getting the data in your format, particularly when you're using SAP or the other ERP softwares, and when you're getting all those nulls and the January headers and all in that distorted manner, it becomes very annoying to study the data that way. So learn, apply. With practice, you'll start enjoying this as you're doing pivots. I know there's always a resilience towards, you know, moving or learning new things. There's always there. And particularly when you're doing that with work, you know, after working for 4-5 years, you feel that, you know, there's not so much of a need to learn something extra. Even I'm learning Power BI, using it in my consulting and all. Same ways you'll have to do it, right?